Your Excellency, the President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, and I'll do the same, right on all protocols previously given. So, good morning, everyone. It gives me great pleasure to be here this morning, Your Excellency, as we launch the device assembly plant, which is a first in Kenya, in the way it has been constructed, but also in the way that we have brought it to life. Mobile technology has come a long way since the early 2000s. With the current high mobile penetration of all devices, all kinds of devices, it's hard to imagine a life without one. We have all witnessed and experienced at a personal level, also at a society level, the transformative power of the mobile phone. However, and that's why we are here, Your Excellency, access to 4G devices, in particular smartphones, that allow individuals to take full advantage of the internet, still remains considerably low. Most Kenyans, estimated at more than 60%, are still using feature phones, namely Kamwizi type. This is why we are here today, to change this narrative. As Safaricom, we are about transforming lives, but partnerships are the foundation of the way that we have operated in our past, and that's why we have been successful. We always seek to foster an environment of collaboration to meet the changing needs, expanding customer needs, but also addressing societal challenges. So this partnership with local mobile operators and international device manufacturers is a step in accelerating access to high-quality 4G devices across the country, and this factory can be anywhere in the world. So we are delighted that it is here in Kenya. So our aim in Safaricom is to connect, because of being a mobile operator, up to 20 million customers, or more than 20 million customers, with 4G-enabled devices by 2025. I thought I would have a louder clap for that. We are also here in support of the government digitization agenda, Your Excellency. And we know that that cannot be successful if we do not have smartphones. We believe the smartphone in everyone's hand will act as the pathway to accessing government services and also endless possibilities on the internet. So, Your Excellency, we've enabled Kenyans access the transformative power of technology and the internet. In partnership with Google, which is what I was explaining to you earlier, we offer affordable smartphones payable in installments on a pay-as-you-go basis, which we call Lipa Mdogo Mdogo. And our intention is that, having now started to produce local devices, we will start to undertake pay-as-you-go financing for those who will start buying the local devices. For our case, we have already sold 1 million devices to customers who have benefited since March this year. So the program works, and actually it attracts a lot of people who live in the rural areas and more marginalized population. We have since expanded this initiative and partnered with other manufacturers to include more smartphones, and we will continue to do that, especially now that we are having local devices. And we continue, because this is important. It's not just the device, but it's also the cost of mobile data. We'll continue to reduce the cost of mobile data whilst investing in the network to increase coverage. Fiber network is also important, which we have 14,000 kilometers of fiber coverage. We'll also continue to enhance the digital literacy through partnership, because you have the mobile phone, you have the accessible data, but also you need to allow people to understand how they use the internet for their own benefit. So this assembly plant will have an impact on various sectors of the economy. For instance, healthcare. I'm delighted to say that our first customer of the locally assembled devices is the Ministry of Health. And we are really happy, and I presented a device as a symbolism of to Madam CS, because you are our largest customer and our initial customer. And these devices will be used to support the community health promoters program, which you have launched recently and which will make a big difference. Now, Your Excellency, I wanted just to touch on one or two industry issues. The industry has collectively invested in modern infrastructure that is widespread across the country. to support your government agenda of target of laying 100,000 kilometers of fiber optic across the country, we seek your support in classifying telecommunication infrastructure as critical infrastructure. Today, one of the biggest reasons, I knew that will receive a lot of clap because the audience has a lot of people who work in this industry. Today, most of the network, a large proportion of the network issues we have is because of fiber cuts, especially during road construction. And also when people are constructing new buildings, whether they are commercial or residential, they will put water, they will put access to water and power, but not give access to fiber. So you have to come and do a lot of work post that. So there's a lot of work to be able to allow fiber communication infrastructure to be seen as a core part of the future. So I call on your support in this instance. In addition to that, on the devices in terms of cost, we believe that subsidies are essential. It's similar to the way that you've delivered the fertilizer subsidy program in order for us to access cohorts such as women groups, students, any groups that cannot afford. So in addition to financing, we need subsidies. And we know countries like Rwanda are already doing $20 per phone in terms of subsidy. So we will look and work with others, including development partners and private sector players, to support the subsidy agenda, to be able to ensure that no one is left behind. So in conclusion, Safaricom recognizes that technology has the tremendous potential to unlock Kenyans' economic growth, solve society issues, and deepen digital and financial inclusion. We will continue to collaborate with the government towards projects and initiatives that serve and transform the lives of Kenyans. As I conclude, I want to take opportunity, just like Michael has done, to recognize the efforts of all partners who have been involved in this process today that has led in delivering the first of its kind device assembly plant in Kenya. It is such partnership that will create the opportunities for economic development, leading to improved quality of life. Thank you in particular to the ICT Ministry, in particular the CS and your team, and also from across government who have worked closely to fulfill Your Excellency's promise to establish the local smartphone assembly capacity in Kenya. With those remarks, I thank you for being part of this historic moment, Your Excellency, and thank you very much, and we promise to continue to be partners in this very important agenda. Thank you very much. So it's now my pleasure to invite my counterpart from Jamii Telecom, Chairman Joshua.